What's going on, everyone? I got an interview for you guys today. Yes, my very first interview. It was a blast talking to Sean Anders, the director of Instant Family, and also other films like Daddy's Home 1 and 2. He was the writer with his co-writer, John Morris, on She's Out of My League. He directed Sex Drive, and I was really excited to interview him because really, this guy is awesome. I was part of a roundtable with 2 other interviewers, and I decided to record the audio and have you guys listen to it. So I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to throw it right over to you guys, and here you guys go.
Who wants to go first?
I can go first. There's a scene in your film where Lita, the youngest child, is having tantrum at the table, and she comes up with a little knife. I don't want to spoil what the knife is, but it kind of gave me Shining vibes. And I wanted to ask you, one is that, I don't know if I just read that wrong, but also like, you're branching more into family comedy route, and I was wondering, is there any other genres you're going to tackle, like horror? I always know comedy's going to be in your stuff, but I was wondering if that's something.
We're producing a horror movie right now,
Really?
actually, that we're hoping is gonna start production soon.
Awesome.
And we've been working on that. We've also been working on a thriller that is more almost like one of those 90s thrillers, that just kind of a human relationship thriller that we've been talking about for a while. So yeah, we're looking to branch out into a lot of different areas, and I've been wanting to do just kind of like a more of a big adventure movie for a long time. So
I can see that with a lot of the like Sex Drive. That's kind of like an adventure in itself, but
Right.
I can see that happening in the way that you directed that. Okay.
Oh yeah, thank you.
But I wanted to know, so like a lot, like with streaming services and VOD and stuff, a lot of people like to just stay at home. What is like your favorite, like what's your favorite thing about going to the movies, and why do you think people should see this movie and not just wait to see it?
Well, that's a great question. I think that there's been this thing happening lately of people feeling like that they don't want to go to the theater unless they're going to see a fireworks display. They're going to see like a giant tentpole, spectacle. And I feel like people walk away from those movies let down a lot of the time because but the feeling of sitting in a packed theater laughing with everybody else. Like I remember going to see The Hangover on like Friday night when it opened, and just people roaring, and you missed some of the dialogue because it's such a great feeling to sit with a bunch of strangers in a room and just laugh. And people, I feel like, are forgetting that, and they're just thinking, oh well, that's a comedy, so I'll see that at home. And I just think, no, go to the theater and see it with a bunch of other people. It's so much more fun that way.
Yeah, it's just like you're vibing with every single person in the audience, even if you don't know them.
Like, do you remember? Did you guys see Little Miss Sunshine at the theater?
Yes.
Do you when Greg Kinnear starts dancing at the end, and you feel so good? It's so emotional and it's so funny. I remember being in the theater and people were just roaring with laughter, but everybody felt so great in that moment, and you can't get that at home.
No, you can't. I've experienced that. Like earlier this year, A Quiet Place came out, and in the theater it was so different, it was so quiet. And then I went home and watched it with like my family. My family's rowdy, so they're talking, and so I'm like, I just want you guys to listen and pay attention to the movie.
Yeah.
And the movie ends,
It's called A Quiet Place, damn it!
And I'm like trying to talk to them about this, and like they're like, oh, it was fine. I was like, but you weren't quiet the whole time. And I feel like that's how like even comedies, those are my favorite things to go inside, like go to the theater and watch, especially with an opening night crowd, because I find myself laughing more than just watching a comedy by myself, because I'll just sit there and I'm like, oh, okay. But like when you're with a bunch of people, it's like it's more fun.
Yeah,
you tackled that perfectly.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been going to these screenings, and I just love sitting through the movie again because I love seeing it with an audience and hearing their reaction.
I wanted to ask, so how much do you actually stick to the script while you're shooting, and were there any scenes that didn't make the film necessarily that you really wanted to get in there, but there's no way to get it in?
Yeah, so I'll answer both of those. We have a pretty specific method where we try to get a couple of takes that are pretty much on script. And then we like to open it up, and whether it's me or John Morris throwing something into the actors and saying, "Hey, can you try this?" or just saying, "Hey guys, let's just go crazy on this one. Let's just open it up and let them improvise, and just let them go where they want to go." And when you work with people like Mark and Rose, they're never going to improvise and just reach for a laugh. They're always going to stay on point and stay on whatever the emotional beats of the scene are, but they'll bring in really wonderful things as they go. There's that great line where Mark says that Blake Griffin was such a great trade for the Clippers. That was just Mark,
That's
just
awesome.
riffing,
I can totally see that too.
And yeah, I never could have written that line. That was Mark. And so you get great stuff that way. And then as a result, though, every take winds up being a little bit different, and then you have to put most of it on the floor by the time it's all over. So you got to make your choices and see which pearls kind of come up and work. And then as far as scenes cut out of the movie, this movie was really tricky because the first cut of the movie was really long, and we did have to really cut. And we had to cut one scene in particular that was hard for me to part with, which was the first dinner with the family. And we cut it because we had already had the kids coming in, seeing their bedrooms, painting the bedroom, the sort of nighttime montage. There was a lot of time spent in the movie on that very first day and night together, and it had kind of reached critical mass. So we had to let this scene go. But what I really liked about this scene was that it was an opportunity to get some of Lizzie's point of view, and we learned some things about Lizzie in that scene. She talks about. Ellie's asking her about her grades because she gets good grades in school, and Lizzie says that when you're foster, people have a certain expectation, and she doesn't, and she likes to prove them wrong. And I really hated losing that. There was another Lizzie-centric thing that actually, now that I think about it, you're killing me with this question because it's making me think. There was another scene where there's a scene in the park where they're at the birthday party, and that scene is still in the movie, but there was a little speech from Julie Haggerty. Originally, that scene ended with Lizzie kind of storming off, and Ellie says to Julie Haggerty, who plays her mom, says, did I ever act like that? And Julie says, oh yeah, all the time. She said, all three of you guys were terrible little monsters that treated me like I worked for you. But I always knew it was just part of growing up, so I didn't take it personally. And then she says, I really like her. And I get choked up thinking about that scene because it's something that people don't, that a lot of times when they're dealing with kids in the system, they want to make every ounce of their behavior trace back to the fact that they're kids in the system, when really we all act like, when we're teenagers, we all are tough on our parents. We all act, we all have shadows to our personalities and whatever. And I love that Julie's character was just like, she's just a teenager, just like you were,
Pretty much. Do you think we'll see any of that on like the Blu-ray?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, that's the one thing.
I love watching deleted scenes.
Yeah, dude, I didn't go to film school, so for me, I learned so much just from watching commentary tracks on DVDs and stuff.
And see, that's how I've been learning too.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you guys so much for watching. It means the world. Hopefully I can get to do more interviews because this was a blast, and I actually have like this little drug in me now where I want to interview more people, and I wish I would have gotten more time to talk to Sean Anders. This guy was down to earth. He was a humble man, and I really enjoyed Instant Family. You'll find my full review later down this week. Check it out, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this. If you guys are new here, hit up that like and subscribe button. Plus, go hit up Sandwich on Films also down below, because right down there, you guys can actually get into movies early that way. We're handing out tickets for Crimes of Grindelwald. You guys do not want to miss out, so go to the website, check out and see if there's a town near you that is premiering that film. You guys do not want to miss out on that. Plus, you guys can check out some more movie reviews and movie news there. But guys, of course, until next time, stay classy.